Hi, today's topic is three things to remember when you feel like you can't find the one. This is a must-see if you have ever had your heart broken. I'm Dr. Diana Kirshner. You may know me from the Today Show or from my Amazon Prime special, Love in 90 Days. Welcome to Love in 90 Days Live on my Facebook page, Dating to True Love Mentor. We meet every Thursday at 2 Eastern here on the page to get inspired about love. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Becky. Yes. And I'm just thrilled to be with you. Let me know where you're watching from. I love comments. I jump on here after the live to review them. And definitely, please tag someone who should be watching this, and hit the like button if you can. So, maybe your heart is broken. Maybe you feel like your love life has gone to crap. Are you just feeling like you simply can't find the one? This is so common in dating. It's so, so common. I can't even tell you. But this idea is so devastating. This idea that we get into that we can't find the one is just devastating. This suffering that it creates, this feeling of loneliness, this feeling of heartbreak, even hopelessness. And we feel it actually in the part of the brain that actually experiences physical pain. It's the same part of the brain that processes heartbreak and loneliness. And it's so, so powerful. As the poet Khalil Gibran said, even as love crowns you, so shall it crucify you. I mean, that says it all, right? So if you're left or you're disappointed or you're abandoned or hurt or cheated on, it absolutely could feel like it's killing you. In fact, you may be even attacking yourself and saying, I blew it. I screwed up with the one soulmate that was ever going to come to me. I did something wrong, or there's something wrong with me. So today, what we're going to do is talk about three things, three great, wonderful things to remember when you feel like you can't find the one. So let's get started. Number one, it's not about what just happened, where you were disappointed or heartbroken, or what is happening, where you're just not finding somebody who is in the ballpark for you. It's not just about what is actually going on. It's all about the meaning that you give it, right? Let's say, for example, you break up with a guy and you think, I'll never find love because there's something wrong with me, right? Or I'm too old now and there are just no good men left out there, right? Or you might think, oh, I just lost my one real possibility of a soulmate. Now, these are thoughts. These are thoughts. They're not actually what is happening. These are thoughts about what is happening, where you're giving what is happening this meaning. Hey, Denise, you're giving what is happening this meaning, right? And this meaning is giving you suffering. This meaning you're giving it is giving you suffering. I call these meanings, these beliefs that you're thinking about what happened, I call them relationship killer beliefs. Relationship killer beliefs. And these are these thoughts that cause the suffering and pain. Now, here's the great news. These are only thoughts. These are only thoughts. These are not realities. I'm going to repeat. These are not realities. When you're thinking, I can never find love because there's something wrong with me, hey, Jen, it's a thought. This is a thought that's causing you a lot of suffering. And these thoughts are not true. They're absolutely not true. So that's the first thing to remember when you feel like you can't find the one. Now, the second thing to remember is I want you to get that there is more than one soulmate per person. There is more than one soulmate per person. In the fairy tales and the romantic comedies you see and everywhere you look, it's supposed to be like, one soulmate, you meet the prince and the prince comes together with you and whammo, it's all perfect and it's amazing and it's true soulmate love and everything is glorious and they stride off into the sunset, totally happy forever. Well, the reality is that there's more than one soulmate for you. There's absolutely more than one soulmate for you. So how do I know that? Well, let me tell you how I know that. In our Love Mentor Coaching Program, we have literally seen tens of thousands of women, mostly women, some men. And I can't tell you how many people come in and they're in despair and they say, there was this amazing relationship. It went south. It ended, or I blew it, or he blew it. We both blew it. And I'll never find somebody like that again. I'll never find a soulmate again. And lo and behold, they start getting rid of these relationship killer beliefs that they have, these suffering causing beliefs that they have. And they meet guys who are better, who are actually better matches, who are better soulmates for them. And sometimes there can be 3 or 4 great soulmates for you. So this is very important to remember. There's more than one soulmate for you. I want to give an example. There was a nurse in our coaching program, Jody, and she was in her late 30s, and she was super, super busy at work and really wasn't meeting anybody, wasn't going on dates. And what had happened for her is that in her early 20s, she met this guy, and they were amazing together. It was actually in college, and they were perfect together. They were incredible together, and he felt like he was a soulmate. However, when he actually asked her to marry him, she said no, because she wasn't ready at that time. She didn't feel ready. And what happened was he went on the rebound. He met somebody at the end of their college days, wound up marrying that person, having darling children with them. She sees what's happening for him on Facebook. She sees the kids, the pictures, and she feels horrible, right? She feels like she blew it with her one soulmate. Well, she felt that way when she came in to coaching. And this happens to a lot of people. And sometimes Facebook is truly a curse, because you can keep tracking your ex, and it helps you make up more suffering stories and suffering beliefs. And so it's not something to do. But she worked with her coach, and she realized that there could be more than one soulmate. And she unfroze her heart. She had frozen her heart and was not actually getting out there, because she believed that she couldn't find anybody as good as that. And she opened up to the possibility there was more than one soulmate for her, and she found a guy who was even better of a match, even better of a connection. And that's not unusual, that when you find another soulmate, they're even better. It's amazing. Because you've grown, and you wind up meeting someone who is even more fitting you, like a long lost puzzle piece. So that's number 2 to remember, that there's more than one soulmate. Number 3 thing to remember when you feel like you can't find the one is that your pain that you're feeling, your loneliness or your pain, is teaching you an important lesson. The pain you feel is real. There's no question about it. But you want to think about it as if you've been touching a hot stove. You're touching a hot stove. And if you ask, what is this pain teaching me? What is this heartbreak teaching me? What is this loneliness teaching me? Very important question. What is this pain teaching me? Now, the answer will come up to you in your gut, like an intuition. And what it is it's telling you where not to go. For example, it was telling Jody not to isolate. She was isolating herself because she felt like she blew it with her one soulmate. Where the pain's telling you, you know what? Stop picking people who are not into you. You got to stop picking people who are not into you. Or stop picking people who are going to hurt you in the same way. No more narcissists, right? No more self-centered guys. No more players. No more guys who are really not interested in you. Your pain is teaching you something. And, your pain is a badge of honor. Even having this wondering, I'm wondering if I can find the one. It means that your heart is still there, is still open. You have not gone dead to love. It's a badge of honor. You've not gone numb. The people who get in trouble when it comes to dating and love are the people that turn their hearts off, where they go cold, their feelings become numb. it's like putting your heart in a coffin where it becomes cold and hard, and it's not feeling and not alive, and that's when you get into trouble. And so if you're experiencing this, feeling or wondering or pain, that loneliness that says, I'm wondering if I'll ever find love, or I can't find the one, remember that wondering in and of itself is a great thing, because you're still alive and you're keeping open. And that's the courage that will lead eventually to finding the one, keeping your heart open. And I'm thrilled that you're doing that. So you deserve lasting, passionate love with a guy who is just right for you. And it's coming. Don't quit before the miracle. If you're in a situation where you're in a tough spot and you want some help, you can have a free session with one of my expert love mentor coaches. They're amazing. Just go to lovein90days.com, lovein90days.com. Click on the coaching tab and fill out the form. And please let me know you're from Facebook. I love you guys so much. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell so you get notified when new videos come up. And I'm wishing you lots of love till next week. Take care. Bye.